Hello, everybody. Welcome along to today's quantum energy readings, healings, and clearings. And we're dedicating today's session to our beautiful souls, Wendy, the cat who sadly died recently, and also our dear friend, Carl. So not only are we dedicating today's session to them, but we're also here to help focus on your pets for any healings that you require. So any beings of any living thing, whatever your pet is, whether they're a goldfish, a cat, a dog, an elephant, a rhino, a giraffe. There's like so many living things. Insects too. I'm more than happy to see how far I can get on helping with a reading, clearing, or healing. As always, please put your requests into the chat. And my dear friend Viviani is here helping us catch who is requesting. So when you put them in all capitals, we'll keep an eye out and try and keep track of them. And yeah, it's a bit more complicated with your pets. So please also give their names, and please ask your pets for consent. I'll be checking as well as I go, but even when our animals can't talk in human speak, it's really helpful to just explain to them that you'd like to try and help them with a healing from me and to ask for their consent. And if it doesn't feel right for them, then maybe now is not the time. Maybe it'll be another time. So that's also okay. And before we get started, I would like to set up a safe space. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm always swapping between laptops and different computers now, so let me know if you have any challenges hearing me. But you should hear my relatively deep droning voice, great for meditations and setting people to sleep, nice and close up and not echoing around in the room. Okay, so let's begin, and we'll set up a safe space for today's session. And please join me in taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any low vibration, emotion, or energy at this time, nice and loud. And once more, breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And release any pain, fear, anxiety, or shame at this time, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And from the divine sparks in the center of our hearts, we extend a light cord up through the top of our heads, up through the sky and through the stars, going higher and higher through the dimensions, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connect in your light cord into the source of love. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart, this time, extend the light cord down through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connect in your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And remain connected into Mother Gaia's heart. And send the light cord all the way back up through the layers of the planet, up through the roots of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Gaia below, expand out that golden light from the center of your heart to about 2 meters out, surrounding you to each side, above, below, in front and behind. And set the intention that only energies and entities, with your permission, your highest good love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you, and that all other energies and entities must leave us immediately. Invite in to our individual golden bubbles, our guides, our higher selves, our Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, all for our guidance, clearing, healing, protection, our self-love, and our intuition. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble around all of those that choose to join today's session in the live stream and in the replay, that have the highest good, love, and compassion for all. And all of our pets who also choose to enter this space and give their permission to be assisted by their owners and by myself. And I invite in my guides, my higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And setting the intention for today to assist both owners and their pets, or if you have no pets, then people, with their quantum readings, clearings, and healings at this time, both in this current lifetime, past, parallel, present, and future lives. Okay, we have a safe space set up. And hello to everyone. Oh, there's 22. Lots of twos today. I keep on doing like, I did a birthday song for my new friend, Ria. And happy birthday to her. And the song was almost 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And my last house number was 22, sorry. So lots of requests coming in, which is fantastic. And I'd like to just ask those that are asking for requests for your pets, as well as asking their permission, please feel free to share anything you'd like to me. You can email me at info.jonbinnie.com, and I'll put it in here if you want to share any pictures, because they also help. To give you a sense of what I would normally do in a session, I'd often ask for like the date of birth of a human or any living thing and a photo of them. And it's really to help connect with their energy. And I do have the very first one from Yancy. And so she's first on the list. I think is it still appearing in the chat? Because what's really weird is sometimes after the live starts, yes, it says, "Hi everyone, may I please have a healing and a reading for my dogs Lexi and Ollie, along with whatever I need to heal. Go release them from the root cause." So yeah, just let me know, Yancy, if you're still in the chat. And I would like to just quickly flash up a couple of photos that you sent. Well, it's one photo. And so this is a photo of Ollie, recently rescued 2 weeks ago, and Lexi one year ago, so rescued 1 year ago. And there they are. Can you see them? I think my camera's making them look a bit bright, but oh, they're so gorgeous. Really beautiful little souls. So we shall begin with Lexi and Ollie. Yes, cuties indeed. And so I'd like to invite forward Yancy, her higher self, her guides, and also Lexi and Ollie to assist with reading and healing at this time. The very first message I get is really beautiful, is that there is purpose behind these three souls, Yancy, Lexi, and Ollie, coming together at this time. And it's curious. I'm asking Yancy's higher self, like, does she know what that purpose is yet? And her higher self's being quite cagey about it and saying, well, I kind of know, but I don't want to share with Yancy yet. Okay. Which means I, Jon, won't be told yet. Okay. And is there any other information that we can give Yancy at this time? to encourage the connection between the three of you, to continue to nurture it. It's very important that you continue to nurture this. And I'm being shown that either side of Yancy is Lexi and Ollie, and Yancy's doing work, healing work for others, and that it's important. They're almost like archangels, either side of her. Like I have Archangel Michael here and Archangel Raphael here whenever I'm doing work. Okay, and is there any healing that we can assist Yancy, Lexi, and Ollie at this time with? And I'm being asked to scan the three of them at the same time, which is fun. So I'm imagining in my mind's eye, I'm asking them to line up, so side by side. And even though the dogs are much smaller than Yancy, I'm just seeing them like almost like they're lying down, and that their chakras, I'll go through each of them at the same time. Okay, so from the highest dimension of source, I bring down a column of golden light to above Yancy, Lexi, and Ollie's heads, just above the crown chakra, setting the intention to clear and to heal and to energize. Coming down to the crown chakras. Oh, it's really beautiful. I'm seeing like these little kind of bouncing messages. They're like little telepathic messages that bounce between the three of them. And it's like it's prompting each of them to think about something. So there's this increasing awareness of connection with each other, and to encourage that strength. And through the third eye, Lexi and Ollie can see quite a lot through their third eyes, and I feel like they're going to be great. I was going to say guide dogs, but like guard dogs as well, like fantastic for seeing. They can see the energies around people very clearly, especially the negative energies around people. Through the throat chakras. There's some tightening in the throat chakras. Yeah, it's both Lexi and Ollie. Let me bring some healing energy in. Good. And encouraging the communication between them telepathically as well as through their throats, and coming down to their hearts. Yeah, there's this continued like theme of like of a trinity of the three of them working together. That's really beautiful. And then coming down to the solar plexus. And I've just been brought back to what Yancy was saying about the aspect of being rescued dogs, and that there's some like shrinking and tightness of the solar plexus connected to abundance, and that is healing. It's definitely improving on Lex and Ollie, so just bringing some healing energy into them. Good. And then down to sacral chakras. And just some energy to clear from here. Archangel Michael, please return to source. Or never return here again. Thank you. And then I'm just feeling a little bit dizzy, especially for my first reading. And it feels like there's a definite ask to ground. So sending these beautiful root chakras of each Yancy, Ollie, and Lexi down into the ground. Ora imoro tomoro muyaha. Reminding each of them that they are all children of this planet. Good. Okay. And I'm not sure if Yancy's still in the chat, but I went ahead as you had asked through email as well, well in advance. So thank you for that, and I hope that it helps all three of you. Okay, and hello to everyone. Special hello to Carl. It's lovely to see you here, and an honor to dedicate today's session to Wendy and yourself. Let's get some water. Oh, Yancy, my pleasure. Thank you. Yeah, I loved the quite a mysterious combination, the three of you working together, in that I wasn't shown, with purpose. I wasn't shown all of the reasons why you work together, but it's really powerful, the three of you. I did get a glimpse of what you've done in previous lives together, and that both Ollie and Lexi have been, how do you describe them? Like, not servants, but like partners in healing together. I don't really know why I'm wearing these headphones. I'm just going to take them off. That's better. It helps me hear my own voice, but I don't really think there's a lot of point in doing that. And yeah, it's lovely to have headphone hair. Okay. So I've got some emails through from you guys. Thank you for sharing pictures of your pets. And so the next I have is Fariel. Yeah, it's an honor, Carl. So let's see what Fariel says. Thank you in advance for your help with my baby. This is Clover, a rescue Podenco, approximately 7 years old with allergies. And I hope you don't mind showing me pictures of your pets. Certainly people are often very happy. So I'm just going to share this quickly. And there is a beautiful soul. So yeah, it's an honor to... is that Clover's? Wow, just really beautiful. Okay, so we'll get on with Fariel and Clover. So just inviting Fariel and Clover now to step forwards. And your higher selves and your guides. Just immediately feeling this very high vibration from Clover. And yeah, some adjustments. There's this theme of challenges in bringing in high vibration souls into Earth at this time. There's like I feel this like nervousness as well. And yet there is strength in Clover, and there is purpose. And I feel like many of us can relate to that. Okay. And you asked for a healing and a reading. Okay. I'm on the edge, like I want to sneeze. I know you said about allergies, Fariel. And it's a funny sensation to be projected on me because I don't physically feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I metaphysically feel it, and energetically it's quite strong. And I feel like that's quite common for Clover, not to feel on the edge. Their allergies do put them on the edge, but it's not always visible. So not always sneezing, or not always like showing those signs of struggling. Okay, so I'm just going to line up Clover and Fariel side by side, and I'll run through a scan, both of you at the same time, from the highest dimension of source, bringing down a column of golden light and reaching out just above Clover and Fariel's crown chakras, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to assist Clover with allergies, sensitivity at this time. Just bringing this healing energy down into the crown chakra. Yeah, there's definitely, maybe this exists with all pets and owners, but there's a definite bond continuing to grow, and this ask of Fariel to support this this continued growth of communication telepathically, and to encourage not always using your voice first. Perhaps start every command and interaction with practice doing it with your crown chakra, to do it mentally as well. Okay. And coming into the third eye. My nose, it's like the inside of my nose is like burning. What I feel is with the third eye is that one of the big challenges that Clover has is the fact that because they're very high vibration, they and very activated, they can also see a lot of the densities, like pesticides or chemicals or anything in the natural environment around them. So they can see it with their third eye, and it's quite difficult for them to feel excited about or to really understand. And so, yeah, that's really important to consider. Is just when you're interacting with nature in particular, and any environment, especially new environments, how that might feel for Clover. I was getting a really loud ringing in my ear, in my right ear. Okay. And coming down through the throat chakra. And just clearing there's definitely some blockages and freedom of expression that Clover has. So I'm just going in and removing those. Sword be with me. And I'm just gently removing some negative energy wrapped around, almost like coiled around the throat chakra. Ura untara iramoromo. Just unwrapping this worm type entity. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. Good. And coming down into the heart. It's been a rough ride for Clover, and a rough ride coming into this life is a very rapid dissension. And that often creates more trauma. So many of us have trauma that come into this lifetime when we come here to serve our highest purpose, because we want to bring in all the highest dimensions of us. And yet we have to go through lots of trauma to help ground us and to grow those gifts and abilities. So holding space for this journey in both your hearts, and encouraging you both to share those experiences with each other. And it's an energetic exchange as much as it is about talking about them as well. Into the solar plexus. This looks okay. Sacral chakra. Clover seems nervous around other dogs, and so it may be useful to practice. It may be useful to practice doing some sort of like interacting with other dogs. I know my dog Patch, he always gets very nervous when he's on the lead around other dogs. And so I either keep him at a distance from other dogs on the lead, or if he's close up, off the lead. And then with the root chakra, which is where some more work was being called to do. So this is really to ground you both in, and in particular with Clover. Undarama undarara meaoromutu. Good. Yep, that's much better. Okay. I hope that helps both of you. Thank you for asking, and thank you so much, Farrell, for sharing your beautiful photo of Clover. And yeah, let me know if any of that resonates. If it helps, it's my honor to assist you. and saying hello to lots of you. Hello, everyone. And there was a question. Was it from Carl that seemed to stick out to me? Carl was asking, Viviane, has Jon ever done animals before I requested Wendy? Because I believe I've asked you first before if he can do it on his behalf, and I was pleasantly surprised he did. Yeah, the short answer is I have done pets and animals before Wendy. It's tended to be typically in client sessions where the pet's been there or there's been a connection with the pet. And then there's been a few, I think quite a few, maybe somewhere between 15 and 20 pets, often cats or dogs, where I've been asked to help them when the owners have asked for help when they've been really suffering. It's not a service that I have on my website, but I'm always happy to help. And it was really interesting. Just before I started today's live stream, I was asking Mother Gaia about the differences, kind of wishing me luck, working with humans and animals. And Gaia's advice to me was to not think about the differences between us, but to see the similarities between all living things on the planet. And it includes homes and rocks and plants, as well as insects and animals, like just everything. And it's really helpful. I find it so helpful to see everything as living, because it allows me to somewhere see where the chakras are, or see where the physical aspects are. So I hope that helps answer your question. And yeah, it was an honor to assist. And Carl was saying, so Wendy was the first he did here. I only asked for that out of necessity. Quantum healing for us, that's cool. Wendy was the first. Wendy was the first probably I've done live, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but could be. Not a full show dedicated to animals only, right? Today's session is dedicated to animals, but I'm more than happy to do humans too, or any other pet you have. Okay, so that's the first two done, and I'd like to go on and do Viviane next. And Viviane has sent me and I think I'm getting this order right. You've sent me some photos. Oh, those beautiful photos. And Viviane, you've said, I have 4 cats. Bedford, white and blue eyes. Somerset, cream with blue eyes. Joni, white with green eyes and black spot on the ear. And Charlie, Gretty Tabby with green eyes. They turned 3 in May and are rescues. There's a lot of stress in my household. Bedford has asthma and is a little needy. Somerset is very sweet and nervous. Joni and Charlie have lots of energy and are stubborn. Joni's picture on a pink blanket, which I'll show in a minute, is a white cat hugging a gray cat. And Somerset, cream, blue eye, and Charlie. Okay, that's so I've got, let me get all their names right. Yeah, I've got them all written down here. Bedford, Somerset, Joni, and Charlie. So let me show you. I'll just quickly show you their pictures. I could probably do like a screen share as well, but I'll only get in a kerfuffle. That one's quite bright. And then there's the other one. Oh. I used to have a cat when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and we had a mouse problem in our house. We had a very old house in the Scottish town of North Berwick, and we decided we'd get a cat. And that was it. Fergus was an incredible tabby cat. Oh, I also had two cats when I was much younger as well. We named them after Charles and Diana, as in now King Charles, but at the time the Prince of Wales and Diana. So that was just when they got married. And I'm just loving these pictures, so I'm just connecting with them. Okay, thank you, Viviane, and also thank you for your kind donation. It's so kind of you. Greatly appreciate all your love and support, and such an incredible soul. Okay, so let me get their names right. So asking Viviane, Bedford, Somerset, Joni, and Charlie, your higher selves and your guides to step forwards. The very first thing I'm shown is I see you, Viviane, as the taller human, and then with your four cats, there's this it's like a ring that's growing between you. It's between you all. It's a circle. It's a bond that's growing between you, and it flows between you, and it seems to sequentially run through your cats, and then it runs back to you. And I'm feeling that this is the connection, is that it's like Viviane and her cats, and that it's your cat. You have a strong connection with your cats, and the idea is that you're encouraging your cats to continue to bond with each other. And your higher self's busy chatting with me, so this Lyran theme is coming through, and I'm hearing like a lion's or lioness's pride that you have all been together in previous lives, and you're coming back together at this time. And yes, there's purpose, and it feels very connected with all of your hearts together. And you do express, Viviane, like very strong love for your cats, and there's almost like this. It's not a bad thing, but it's like a slight aching in your heart, Viviane, where you're seeking for continued alignment between yourself and your cats, and all five of you together. And this feels that it's because your soul remembers in previous lives as Lyrans how closely knit you've been before. And so there's this, like, it's almost like you're about like this at the moment, and you're just gradually coming together with your hearts. Okay. And let me just check what I can help with. Okay, so I'm going to do a healing and then just bring this in, this golden light from the highest dimension of source above down to just above Viviane, Bedford, Somerset, Joni, and Charlie, the five of you. And just separating out this light to each of you above your crown chakra, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to activate. And then coming down through the crown chakras. And it's really fascinating. There's more to come with your crown chakras communicating with each other. And it's going to come up, this communication is going to come up from the heart of each of you. Okay. And then down into the third eye. Very interesting. There is... Your cats are very protective of you, Viviane, and especially any negativity, any negative energy. And you did mention, stress in your household, and there's some, I'm just picking up on some, this is what your cats are seeing, some entities moving around, like dark shadow entities. Like they're not attached to people, but they're I say there's one, two, maybe three at most. And they're like triggering people and pets. And your cats are nervous of them and very protective of you. Oh, Viviane, that's so tough to hear. You need to move, but you might not be able to take them with you. So coming down through your throat chakras. Yeah. There's much to be spoken between you. I do feel like this difficult challenge that you face of moving, to have that conversation with your cats. And I know, I mean, just like dogs, but like, many animals like cats, can be looking the other way, or like not looking like they're paying attention. If they're in the room, that's a great start. And so I feel like it's a conversation you can have together as well, and ask for their help. Ask them to find a place to move to where you can all be together. And this is not just physical assistance, it's metaphysical assistance too. You're all individual souls. And so it's important that you iterate this. I'm going to come on to the heart now. So bring this energy into your hearts. Iterate, tell each other what you want. So tell your cats what you want. Tell them how much you love them, how much you want to be connected together, how much you want to continue to work together. It does feel like there's important work to do together. And allow each of your cats to have, their opinion. I feel there's a lot of love shared between all of you. Yeah, I feel like just an open conversation. It doesn't need to be like some big intervention, and like some big meeting, but it can be even a series of continued conversations where you're saying, my intention is I want to keep us all together, and I'm going to focus my energy on receiving a place that is perfect for all of us. And if you choose, each of you, Bedford, Somerset, Joni, and Charlie, if you choose to join me, I would absolutely love to have you with me. And talk about the things that come up as well. They're very protective of you, and that they're always looking out for things that may upset you. And this is, I was doing this with my like hands on heart. When you talk to them, talk with your heart. And so, when I talk with my heart, it flows and it just feels right. And it doesn't need to have sentences or, perfect presentation or necessarily be much of a conversation, but definitely an expression of feeling, and also the openness to receiving. And so this can be a way that you practice when you're talking with your cats, because like I saw right at the beginning, this connection between all of you be really beautiful. And then just continuing on through your lower chakras. And there was one you mentioned, I'm just seeing who is this that has they have a really enlarged solar plexus. He said one of them has lots of energy. Charlie, Joni and Charlie have lots of energy and are stubborn. So, hey, they're like me. Okay. Let me just check Joni and Charlie. And just encouraging their solar plexus to return to natural size and shape. Okay. And it's this feeling of like being busy and doing I can also relate to this, as an avoidance of, connecting with the heart and dealing with some of the challenges that you'll face together. And Charlie acts like a puppy. Oh, that's beautiful. And coming down to the sacral chakras. I saw you as 5 Lyran priestesses together in the last time you were all together. There's something, this is a theme where this reading and healing is going, is that there's something very magical when the 5 of you come together. There's power, there's manifestation power, and it's not just manifestation as we might know it as a concept. It's this ability to create and bend and alter reality. And this is why you're being encouraged to connect with each other through the hearts, and also be aware of the sacral chakras. And I'm just coming down into the roots. Connecting each of you down into earth. Wow, Viviani. I was holding back tears, as you said. You might not be able to take them with you. And I hope that you're able to work together to find a really beautiful solution for all of you. And yeah, it feels like you're able to really progress this reality, this lifetime together. There's a lot for you to do if you choose to, and if you're all able to continue to stay together. And yeah, please do keep me posted. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. So thank you for asking. And yeah, thank you, John. It's my biggest issue. Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't have occurred to me, to be honest, as a human, to ask Patch, my dog, if I was in that situation. But I do find myself often having to juggle work, as I'm often the primary carer for him. And it'll definitely encourage me to talk to him more. So yeah, best of luck to you all. Okay, let me get some water. So the next person, so the next is it Denise next? And a few of you have sent emails, which is lovely. Oh, and thank you, Yancy. Oh, it's so kind. Thank you so much for your very kind donation. That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, is it Denise next? I think so. And Denise hasn't mentioned pets. So I'm assuming you either don't have pets or you don't want them included, but happy to do one for you just now. You wanted a clearing on your chakras, so I can do that. Hey, humans are easy, right? Okay. So just asking Denise and her higher self to step forwards. And I'll describe what, I don't fully understand it yet, but I'll just describe what I'm seeing as I experience it. So for you, Denise, your higher self is showing themselves as larger than you at the moment, just a bit taller than you. And there's a gap between your head and then what feels like the chin, or like the lowest aspect of the head of your higher self. And then your higher self is like surrounded you in what feels like, it's like the shape of a teardrop, like a water droplet. And there's this aspect of growth for you to grow and to connect up into your higher self. And then this feeling I'm getting around this water droplet around you is a protective bubble that your higher self is putting you in. And yeah, your higher self is describing a cocoon, like a chrysalis. So there's growth, and there's beautiful changes that you're going through, Denise. But yeah, there is. I describe it like an energetic infection, like a negative attachment, and so thank you for asking for a clearing. I'll take a deeper look now, and let's see what that is, and see how we can remove it for you. So from the highest dimension of source above, bringing down a column of light just above Denise and her higher self, setting the intention to clear, to heal, and to energize at this time. Coming down through your crown chakras, and there's just this separation between your higher self and your human self at this time. I'm just going to see if I can help bring together some of that connection between you. I'm just being asked not to push you two together, but to help weave light between you. So just bringing some of that golden light down into the crown chakra of you and up into your higher self, like a bow, and just tightening it gently to support you both together. Good. There's still distance, and there's distance for growth, and also for like loosely coupling as well. Coming down to the third eye. And you're being encouraged, Denise, to look down at your body more, and to feel, especially in the chest area, just to check in each morning how you're feeling, send yourself love. That's a good message for us all. To your throat chakra. And just hearing you saying, like, words can't describe this sometimes, but you did well to ask for a clearing. Thank you. And just scanning out around the edges of the throat chakra, because there's something connected. There's like a negative attachment. It's almost like it's got like tiny little claws like on the sides of your throat chakra. It's really fascinating. I'm hearing that it's to stop you expressing yourself about your experiences with this attachment. Almost like, how can you, like, suffering in silence? You know, how can you ask for help for something when you don't even really know how to express what it is? Just coming down, your heart chakra seems fine, but it does feel isolated from the throat and solar plexus chakras. The connections between them are quite thin. This attachment seems to be around the solar plexus, and it's coming up your spine and around the lungs. Okay, up around the lungs and then into the throat. So let me just remove this for you. Antara mara ura itoromu tanamutoroma, and just removing it down through the back, gently the spine, and then down around the solar plexus. Okay, Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite a lot that's been removed. It feels like it's been there some time. Just bring in some healing love energy. Yeah, there's this feeling that this, Denise, this was stopping you grow your angel wings and helping you ascend and connecting with your higher self. So I hope this helps you now on that healing journey. It's quite a big change for you. And then bringing in healing energy to the solar plexus. And then into sacral chakra and down into the root chakra. And grounding you into earth. Good. I hope that helps you. Thank you, Denise. It's so lovely to open my eyes and just see you shouting, "Thank you very much." A big heart. And yeah, well, all I can say is well done, Denise. That was a tough thing to ask for help for, and I feel like you've suffered for quite some time with that. So it's an honor to help you. Okay, updated list from Viviani. Thank you. So we have Leah, Jungian Bands, Sylvia, Suzette, Liz and Awe, Sal Rods, Yvonne, Harley, Carl, Hypnisty, Linda, and Heaney. Wow. It's a pleasure, Denise. So yeah, Leah, let us know if you're here. I think you said you'd stick around, so we'll just give you a moment to confirm, and also whether you had any pets. I think I've just got a note of clearing, but if there's anything you want with your pets, please do let me know. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna catch up with my list updates. So this is Zet, Liz and all. Cell rods. Yeah, lots of requests. So yay, Leah's here. Fantastic. And Leah, please confirm what you would like. I've got a note of you asking for a clearing. Is it just you, any pets, or your home? And let me know if there's anything more than a clearing, or you just want me to take a look at that. And you said my car, I guess is that your cat? Passed away in, oops, got these different windows popping up. In May, he's on my profile pic. I can't really see your profile pic very well, but yeah, sorry for your loss. So let me see if I can help you now with a clearing. So just asking Leah and her guides, her higher self, to step forwards. You're showing. Yeah, of course I can look at any messages from Maudie, your cat. Still hearts. Aw. The first thing I saw of you, Leah, was this. You're hard to describe, like very high vibration, quite angelic, and two very vivid colors, yellow and white. And you were, as you appeared to me, you were in this like protective force field, which is quite thin, but feels quite strong. And then you were kind of moving like this from side to side, and there was a sense of grace and angelic high vibration energy at the same time as like this kind of shuffling to integrate into this 3D reality. And I'm just seeing what I didn't notice at first, but you're holding your cat, Maudi, in your arms. That's why you're doing this. Like you're holding them. And yeah, I just feeling for a moment that the grief in your heart, and Maudi is asking to be released, for you to release them. To, it seemed like running across these fields, to be able to run and play, and yet to come back to you whenever you call. Whenever you think of them, they can come back. But it does feel like you're being asked to release the cord that currently binds you together, so that it sounds funny to say, or unusual to say, but releasing cords in this instance will bring you closer together, because it will allow them to be fully free. So I'm not going to, it's not the sort of thing I would do. I wouldn't cut a cord unless you gave me like explicit permission, but I'll just see what's there and see if I can give you some practical advice on if you want to do it yourself, because it feels like it's something within your gift. I'm bringing down a column of golden light to just above Leah's head, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to assist with any reading messages, and in particular around the loss of her cat. Your crown chakra feels very alive. Feels like my crown chakra. You seem to be like mirroring my crown chakra. It's a really beautiful gift you have. And you're just saying to me, I see you, Jon. And thank you, sister, I see you. And then coming down to the third eye. And I see you doing this, like you're looking down and looking in the places in your home where you're used to seeing your cat. And your third eye is still seeing, like those times where you thought that you wondered if they were there, they are. And in particular, if you saw them, if you saw Maudi. And the suggestion is for you to say it out loud. So when any being, oh yes, he's in heaven, but I must let him go. Yes. I could see you, Leah, like when you observe any being, but in particular Maudi, and like around in your home, or in your garden, or wherever you are used to seeing them, say hello, say that I see you and thank you for coming. Coming down into the throat chakra. I feel like there's some things that you felt were unsaid before they died, but you've said them afterwards as part of your grief. And Maudi's saying, like, this has been heard, all frequencies, not just all the loving, beautiful things that you've said, but everything that you've expressed. So congratulations for both expressing it and also, continuing to have that dialogue is so important when any being dies, because it's the dialogue that brings them closer to you again. and down to your heart. Yeah, there's just this cord between you. I just see I feel like you still own something of Maori, and you can so you can do this little ritual where you hold this, like, I'm seeing like a blanket, like hold it to your chest, and when you're ready, you can you don't need to like set fire to it or anything, but you can just like put it down on the ground and say, I release you, and just see them like running away, and knowing that, just like cats do, right? They'll come back. Okay. And then the solar plexus. There's this message for you to feel and to receive again, that there will be other cats, and to receive that love again. And then down the sacral chakra. There's definitely a really beautiful playfulness in you, Leah. I hear you like doing like those voices we make with our pet. We only make with our pets, right? The funny little high pitch voices, and it's really playful. I feel like it's like the child in you loves doing that, and you can still do that, even though Maori has since died. And coming down to the root chakra, there's it's interesting. Like, I just suddenly my shoulders were very tense. Yeah, you can walk to ground and to help your root chakra. You can walk the path that the Maori has physically walked, and it feels like it's a great way of connecting and honoring. I know, when I've had cats, they've also like paced up and down. They kind of mark their boundaries and their territories, and they just go around checking on them. And that's something you can do as well. You can do it just walking, and it feels like it's a really beautiful way of both connecting together and also you grounding yourself as well, whether it's inside or outside. Yeah, I'm not picking up anything to specifically be cleared or removed, just that recommendation of letting go, and it's lovely that you're confirming that. And in the chat, I'm just catching up, Leah, you'd said, wonderful, we taught each other much. Yes, I'm aligned with you. I was touching his fur this morning. Oh, I love the wing and the dove as well, and that's what he asked for. Oh, that's so beautiful. I was listening to a friend this morning, and she'd made a post about how when beings die, it's not the end, right? It's absolutely not the end. And in fact, they're free. They're set free. They're no longer constricted just to interacting with us through their form, their physical form. And that every time we think of them, our loved beings that die, they don't, obviously their soul doesn't die. They're still very much alive, and they come back to us in every thought, in every moment. And it's hard. It's hard. When I walk in the door, I feel the loss. I used to call him; he'd come running. Yeah, and I feel like you can still do it. I still greet people that I've lost, people and also pets, in the places that I used to see them. I always say hello, and be open to receiving through the grief and through the healing journey, be open to receiving that little butterfly of a feeling that they are there. Like, whenever you say their name, they're there with you. It's not just metaphorical, it's energetic and metaphysical. So I hope this helps. Okay, so let's move on. And who is next? Is it Youngin Bands? Next on the list. Oh, you're way ahead of me, Viviane. Thank you. Youngin Bands. Okay, and how can I help? Oh, my pleasure. Leah, it's no problem at all. Yeah, please let me know. Pet email. Oh, I have an email. So I do. Oh, wow. So let me see what this says. It says, this is Kimchi, and this is Yangpa. This is Dubu. He died 4 years ago, and he is my guide angel, I think. Oh. So here's their photos. It's the first one. And your cat. And oh, it's so beautiful. Pets are the best, right? They're such beautiful souls. And is there anything specifically I can help with? Clearing or a reading, a healing? Let me know, Youngin Bands. I'm happy to help. And let me just write down their names because I'm sure I'll forget. Healing and clearing, thank you. No problem at all. So this is Kimchi and Yang Pa. And then also Dubu, who died 4 years ago. Okay. So just asking Youngin Bands, Kimchi and Yangpa to step forwards, your higher selves and your guides. I'm just being drawn to look back at your photos as well. There's a really beautiful connection between the three of you. And with Dubu, there was this there was just this message of them not being ready for what you're now doing. That they did it before they died 4 years ago. There was definitely work for you to do together, and a very beautiful shared time together. But that's the three of you now, Youngin Bands, Kimchi, and Yangpa, that you're being brought together for purpose. Okay, and you asked for a healing and clearing, so just bringing down a column of golden light to above the three of you, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, to assist you in your journeys at this time. It's coming down into the crown chakras. There's quite a lot of independence between the three of you. There's also the aspects that you're quite different personalities and different beings. I'm being shown Yangpa just almost has this little light cord and is wrapping it around the other two of you. What is this? I'm hearing it's a sacred coil or spring. Oh, it's to help with energy, with protection, cultivation of energy, and also with ascension also. It's a really loving togetherness, a really loving feeling. Okay, coming down through the crown and into the third eye. There's something that the three of you do in dream time together, and it feels like you are on missions together. You're part of a group of 8s, and you're doing missions, and I'm seeing the Galactic Federation, which is really cool. That I have a lot of dream recalls of doing nighttime missions. And so when the three of you come together, it's really funny. Like, you recognize each other's souls, and in these missions at night, you're different avatars. You're like, each time you're a different being, and sometimes you're people, and sometimes you're pets, and all three of you like take it in turns, and it's quite fun, especially when you first meet. It's like you meet in a dressing room together, and you're all getting dressed up in your avatars. I'm just being drawn to my watch, and you like the sense of time. That time is important. You feel the time together is important, and also these magical times that you experience in dream time also. Coming down through the crown and third eye, throat chakra and heart chakra. And yeah, there is some, I just see there is some, in particular in you, Youngin bands, this heaviness in your heart. And just helping remove anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. Thank you. Just going to move my microphone a little bit. Okay. And then down into solar plexus. Really interesting. There's this aspect that I see like your solar plexus as a sun, and then your 2 pets circling you as planets. And it's really beautiful when you think of our planets in the solar system, how different they are, different colors and distances from the sun, and different orbits, and yet we're all part of the same family. And I see that diversity in the three of you. The sacral chakra, and then just into the root chakra, encouraging all three of you to ground, just removing some negative energy. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. Thank you. Good. Well, I hope that helps, Youngin bands, and it was an honor to assist I was going to say 4 of you at this time. Yeah, let me know. It's funny, now that I've done a few pets, if you were to ask me what it's like, the difference between doing pets and humans, I feel like sometimes our pets wish that they were humans, not because it's better to be a human, but because they want to be able to talk some sense into us and to talk more freely. But we can talk so freely with our energy. So you can say whatever you want energetically. And thank you so much, Youngin Bands, for your very kind donation. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Okay. And who's next? I had a note to Sylvia. Is it Sylvia next? It is from List. Is Sylvia still here? Let us know in the chat. Sylvia's here. And Sylvia, I think were you asking for you had a challenge with a headache. Is that right? So you're looking for a clearing and healing. I'll call you forwards and I'll check what it is you'd like. So just asking Sylvia and her higher self to step forwards. And our guides. I'm immediately being shown, your guide is like showing me this, like, how to describe this. It's like a wormhole, like a really small hole, like really tiny, and it almost like a rabbit hole right in the very center of your pineal gland. It's a portal, and it feels really uncomfortable. Okay, so it's your higher self is saying it's an activation. Why is this so painful for Sylvia? It feels like there's been some arguments, if you like, lively discussions, Sylvia, between you as a human, your higher self, and your guides. And part of it is you pushing to want more. And then there's this aspect of your higher self kind of feeling a bit coerced into, eventually compromising and giving into allowing an activation to happen. But I'm not sure you're physically ready for this activation. And you remind me of a being that can see very, very clearly through space and time with great depth and accuracy. But as this gift first opens, it's very challenging. Your higher self is saying that this has happened in many lifetimes. This activation, you always need to be ready. You need to be physically ready, and you need to be ready energetically and vibrationally, and have a strong daily practice around your protection and around the use of your third eye in particular, but it also affects your crown chakra also, and your brain. Okay, how can we help Sylvia at this time? To either close this activation? Is there any way can Sylvia continue to progress with this activation safely and without pain? They're saying yes, but very slow. Now that feels like it's the right balance between you. It resonates with my journey. I've had many past lives as a seer, and to be able to see the whole universe all across space and time all at once. And it took me some years after my awakening in 2017 to be comfortable with the mind-bending changes in perception of reality that brings. It took me a lot of personal growth to be able to hold that gift. And I feel like it is a gradual gift. And I'm talking more about you, Sylvia. It's a gradual gift to open up. And I'm just being shown that crystals, remember that crystals grow, that they're alive, and yet, to the human, they would seem very slow in growth. But really, there's no relevance to space, time in this journey. It's all about your frequency and your readiness to be able to hold it in this gift and this vibration. So I'm just going to bring down this column of golden light from the highest dimension of source to just above Sylvia's head, setting the intention to heal and to assist Sylvia with this activation and to clear anything that doesn't serve her highest good. Okay. So this is the first time I'm now seeing there's a negative entity like working its way down, like coming directly down towards the very center of your third eye, like into your pineal gland. And it's what feels like, it just feels horrible. So let me remove this for you. And I'm just breathing dragon fire down that third eye chakra. Archangel Michael, please return to source. I'll never return here again. It was like breathing fire down this hole. Okay. And then setting the intention for nice, clear, and gentle at the right pace for Sylvia activation. Good. And checking down through your other chakras. Yep, and into the ground. Good. I hope that helps you, Sylvia. Wow, that was very epic and galactic. And yeah, take care of yourself. Take plenty of care. Drink plenty of water. And what you've been going through is very intense. If it was me, I would be having cold baths. I'd be having long baths, and my go-to for self-care and drinking water and walks in nature. All these things are very helpful as well. And you're next, Suzette Colombo. Thank you, Viviane. And what am I doing for Suzette today? Just scan up through the chat as well. It's great you're here, Suzette. I'm here with love, a healing, a connection for my Tuxie male cat Tootsie Roll, female torty flower girl, Mom and I in our home. Thank you. So, hello, Suzette. Thank you for asking. And your male cat Tootsie Roll and female, I'm just taking a note, is Torty, flower girl. So Tuxie and Torty. And should I call them Tuxie and Torty? Let me know. And don't worry, I'm terrible with all names, not just cats. Cats and dogs and all kinds. And people's names. No, it's Tootsie and Flower. Okay. I'm glad I asked. Something very strange just happened. I managed to completely delete my list. My pleasure. I can't type. I can't see my... Okay, Tootsie and Flower. Tootsie and Flower. Okay, so asking Suzette, Tootsie and Flower to step forwards, your higher selves and your guides. I'm very immersed in what I'm seeing. So Suzette, Tootsie, and Flower, I see the three of you as trees in a forest, and you're quite tall. You remind me of pine trees, of the Scottish pines that we have here in Scotland. There's something you're doing, like the three of you are quite close together, and the very tips of your of your branches are doing a bit of a dance, and you're like coming together quite close, and sometimes touching. And it's a dance of bringing together your crown chakras. And when you're looking at trees or any plants in the wind, and sometimes for a moment, it feels like they're dancing, that they're the ones creating the wind. And that feels quite resonant for you three. And there's more of you. You mentioned your mom as well, and then there's more of you. Can you explain more? What is the significance? This is all about the connection. Connecting at okay. So trees communicate with each other at every level, every chakra, and their roots and their root chakras are for the denser communication, including sharing of water, the chemicals that they share with each other through water. And I see that your roots like intertwining like this. And then also, with the crown chakras, it's like this kind of dance. And I see you all dancing around a bit together. And why is it the roots and the crowns in particular? And the answer is, let me just repeat this correctly. The root chakras are always connected. You're connected in your homes. You're connected where you are. That never changes. And consider this to be a strong and solid foundation. It is a communication in its own right, and allows you to always be present together and always share together. Your crown chakras require more work to connect with each other telepathically, energetically, sharing messages together. And there is a dance for you to do, and for you to not rely on external forces to allow this to happen or to make this happen, but instead for you, to each of you, to encourage you individually to dance, and for the dance to come together. And sometimes there's the touching of heads, there's kisses, and there's moments of cuddling and holding each other. And see that the dance is sometimes dancing to music, and it's sometimes a dance of the play and the affection that we give each other. Oh, it's really beautiful. And so many cats, like you're a forest of cats. How cool is that? Okay, Suzette. So just bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above to Suzette, Tootsie, and Flower, and just bring awareness to all the other cats as well. And just assisting in particular with your crown chakras connecting with each other. Untara imoro tomu terea izinea sea orama. May you be the winds of change that you seek, and may you be the ones generating the interactions with each other. And then I'm just encouraged to quite quickly go through the rest of your chakras and then come down to the root chakra. And you're just like these very straight, tall tree trunks, and then coming down into the roots. Your roots, you feel very grounded at home. I just see these big, thick, energetic roots growing into the ground and under your home. And that's really fantastic to see. Good. Sending you so much love. There's a real forest of you all there. What a lovely visual, and it's something that you've all done together in past lives. So delighted. Thank you, Suzette. Thank you for your celebrations and your beautiful emojis as well. It's really kind. And bye, Hypnosty. Thank you for coming. Hope you're doing okay. Sending you so much love. And yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. So hope to catch you then. So I think I have Liz in Awe next. Is that right? If you could check, Viviane, that would be great, please. I will check. There are many comments from you. I need to see them. Yes, hello to Carl. I'll scan as well. Because I had Sylvia. There's a little list that Viviane kindly put together. There's one earlier that ends at Suzette. So just checking down after that. Yeah, Liz, let us know if you're in the chat. I have Liz next as well. And if you're here, if you'd like healing, clearing, reading for your pets, or just for yourself. Yes, Viviane. Hello, Liz. Yeah, let me know how I can help. I'm just taking a note as well of what Viviane is saying. Carl, I have you after Harley. And if Carl has to go because of time, he can go before me. That's kind. Harley, thank you. But yeah, Liz, let me know how I can help you today. I'm just going to ask Liz to step forwards and our guides. For you, Liz, yeah, please do let me know in the chat what it is you'd like me to do for you today. I guess what I could describe I'm seeing for you, Liz, is that there's this quite Elvian aspect of you that is a higher aspect of you that is coming through into this lifetime at this time. It feels like sometimes people would describe when their higher selves walk into them as being a walk in. I don't feel like it's a takeover. It's more like there's an aspect of you that's becoming stronger and activating within you. And I just saw like this Elvian version of you stepping in quite like green in skin, and like the same height as you as a human, and almost like just gradually like making their way into your physical body and into your energetic fields. And it's really, really beautiful to see. But yeah, Liz, let me know whether you'd like me to. I can just do a reading if I don't get any further instruction, or I can go on and do healing and clearing if anything else comes through, or if there's a pet you'd like me to focus on. I'm just checking my email as well. And how can we best assist Liz at this time? Yeah, there's just a general feeling of unease about your activations, and although it's really beautiful and really powerful, just to help with some of that integration. So I can do that. And yeah, the chat seems to make previous comments disappear, which is really annoying. I'll have to check to see if there's anything when I set up these videos, if live streams, if there's any way of preserving it more. But yeah, it feels like being asked to assist with your integration at this time. So I'm just going to bring in some gentle healing energy for you, Liz, and to help with your integration at this time of these higher aspects of yourself, these Elvian aspects. So from the highest dimension of source above, bring down this column of golden lights and bringing them down through both aspects of you and joining them at each chakra, the crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra, root, sorry, not root, into the heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra, and grounding into the ground, and then just helping with the weaving between the two. So weaving in that golden light, like threading it between each of you, each aspect of you. That's good. And then just tightening it gently to encourage this integration between each aspect of you. That looks good. It's definitely a lot better. I didn't ask what aspects, what these gifts are that are coming through, but I thought it'd be really beautiful to just to allow this to be integrated and allow you to work through that higher self integration. So I hope that works well, Liz. I didn't hear from you in the chat, but let us know when you hear this. Okay, so Viviane, you have an updated list. Thank you for your detective work. Greatly appreciated. So updated, we have Sal Rods. Sal, am I saying this right? Sal Rods. And then Yvonne, Harley, Carl, Linda, and Spano Joy. I don't know if I'm going to get through. Oh, it's me, Sally. Hi, Sally. Yay, Sally. How can I assist you, Sally? Let me know. I was just checking my email as well, see if you'd sent any messages. Oh, yes, you have. Can you see if I can help it? So there's a hawk. Let me just share a photo of this hawk. Yeah, I can definitely, I think the hawk, I think, is just missing talons. But yeah, I can't see them in the picture. It did look like when it zoomed in, it had some damage on its beak. So let me take a look for you, Sally, and this hawk at this time. So just asking Sally to step forwards. And also this hawk, if we're able to assist. This feeling I get from the hawk is that it is that it's kind of living on like this adrenaline rush at the moment, that it's been in fights and attacks. And it's not just the physical things that we're used to seeing. It feels very protective. It's also been attacking metaphysical beings. And I was just being shown like quite a graphic, grisly, challenging like a really challenging moment where you've been this hawk has been like tackling this dark entity on the ground, and that really like shook it up. And I think that's what you're seeing, like the physical wounding you're seeing on it just now. And so Archangel Raphael's having a chat with me just now and asking to yes, assist this hawk. And we're being asked to bring in some protective energy around it. And it's this very high vibration, angelic energy around it. That it's doing it. It's fulfilling a very important role, a very important mission. So bringing in this healing energy into this hawk. And then drawing this bubble. It's like this bubble around the outside of the hawk, and then I'm going to shrink wrap the bubble in and around its body and its light body. Good. And its heart seems weakened by some of its recent fights. So just going to bring in some healing energy. Good. But yeah, very much a warrior. And Sally, you were saying, good, I need to remember to extend protection to my animals. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And Liz, yeah, apologies if there's a delay. It's maybe just the fact we've been running for an hour and 45 minutes. And yeah, I did call quite a few times. You can catch up. It's specific to you, not your rescue dog. Traumatized and night terrors. Yeah, my sense is for Liz to listen back to the session that I was just doing for you, and then on Thursday, because there's linkage between your walk-in and walk-in. It's too strong a word or words. Your upgrades. There's a link between that and your rescue dog is nervous about the changes that are happening in you, and it's not that the changes are negative, it's that the that they are changes full stop. And you need a little bit more time, like a couple of days more for those integrations to continue. And if you're still having challenges, if Kayla's having challenges, your rescue dog, yeah, please come back on Thursday, and I'll be here with my friend Natasha, and we'll be happy to help. So please do. Okay, so that was yeah, and Sal Rhodes, you were saying yesterday I was convinced it would be on the ground. Yeah, that was a really dark entity that it was battling. It was like a kind of low vibration. Like it reminded me somewhere between like a bear and a, how'd you pronounce it? It's like a kukabra or something. Like not of this dimension, but it did have some presence in this third dimension. Yes, my pleasure to help the hawk. What a beautiful being. Okay, so next we have Yvonne. And yeah, let us know, Yvonne, what yeah, that's right. Chupacabra. And there, yeah, what is really fascinating about those beings, the Chupacabra, is that they have the superpower of convincing others that they convince those that they attack that everything's going to be okay and that you're all going to be fine as it like eats you. So there's this hawk is just as you'd expect a hawk to be, like fantastic vision and can see the clear intention behind these beings. So I'm not saying that there is one that it's a threat to you, Sally, but that it certainly was doing battle. And the thing is, when you have strong warriors like this hawk, you know, sometimes those opposing forces will invite in entities just to do battle with them. So, yeah, I think they protect the land here. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, all together. You know, we're all together. And yeah, in chicken. That's right. The chupa, the chicken cabras. Okay, yeah, Yvonne, you're here. I sent you an email. Hopefully you received it. Yes. Yay, here it is. I think I've been staring at it for a while as well. So the email says, gratitude for allowing us to receive messages from our pets. My dog, Camellius, passed away on April the 25th. Oh, I was 15 and a half years old, and he was so connected with our family. Other dog, Athena, passed away many years ago, and I'd like to know if she's still with me and any other offerings I can offer both Athena and Cornelius. Yvonne, sorry for your losses, and let's hope that we can get some gains for you as well. So I'm just taking notes of Cornelius and Athena, and they're both dogs. And there's some photos. It's the first one. And gorgeous. Wow. And look at that power. That's really beautiful. It's just so amazing how you see the personalities. I always feel like our pets' faces are so much more expressive than humans in so many respects. So yeah, let me take a look and just ask Yvonne, Cornelius, and Athena to step forwards, please. Your higher selves and your guides. So the very first thing I get, Yvonne, is the three of you. So this is unique. Your three higher selves saying at the same time, "We are Trinity. We are Trinity." So yes, you're very much together at this time, and there's purpose with you having shared time together in this life. And is there anything we can assist Yvonne yet with in this session today? I see you, Yvonne, you're like looking through photo albums, whether they're digital or physically. And I feel like there's an opportunity for you to celebrate their lives. There's this opportunity where for both of them, and you might even extend it to others, like to other loved ones and their pets. It can be humans and pets, and like a celebration of their lives, and where you get together and you're sharing with loved ones these photos and remembering the stories and remembering what it's like to be together. And it's just really beautiful because you, like, something magical happens when you do it. It's really beautiful. And I feel like it brings you so close to them in this like ceremony, in this celebration of their lives. And I just see you like sat with loved ones in a room. There's not a huge number of you, but you're sat together and you're looking through these photos and telling stories. And just like you'd be catching up on your lives together. And as you pass these memories to each other, you connect and recall them. And it's not the sole focus. It doesn't have this, like funerals are always like very, well, the ones I go to are like very focused just on the individual and just on that, single person's experience and their connection with their families. Whereas you're like talking about other things and being present for the people that are alive in their bodies at this time. And for those that are dead, you're remembering the times together, and as you do, you're bringing them in, their souls into the room and being very connected. So I hope that helps you, Cornelius and Athena. Let me just see if I can get an individual message from Cornelius first of all. And I'm just taking a look at the photo also. It's just a message of keep being yourself, Yvonne. And for Athena, the message is there is wisdom in play. what a lovely message. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Yvonne. Thank you for asking, and it's an honor to assist you at this time. Okay, yeah, let me know in the chat. And so next, I'd like to do Harley. Thank you for waiting. And I think I'm just going to do the four more, which is Harley, Carl, Linda, and Spanner Joy. So Harley, I can see you're still in the chat. And yeah, let me know, Harley, what you'd like me to do for you today. That's fantastic you're here. Yeah, just let me know how I can assist. I'm just going to ask you, Harley, and your higher self to come forwards while I'm waiting. I would like to kindly welcome my financial windfall and anything else. Thank you. Well, Harley, so I'll explain it as I experience it. I saw you as you're like as this is your higher self and your light body and your aspects now of your physical being. Like that, these integrations have already happened, but I see you as this dragon. The dragon aspects of you integrating in at this time. At first, I wondered if you were an angel because you are very high vibration, and there's definitely there's this hybridization between angelic and oops, just hit my laptop, and this dragon energy, and it's really beautiful because you're connected in to a broad frequency range, which is such a powerful gift, and certainly my some of my soul origins, my soul origin that I was of dragon and angel, one of the, as far as I know, one of the earliest hybrids between the two. But most importantly is this feeling you have, like where your wings, so they're like these big wings you want to spread, and they're just, you're kind of squeezed into this. It's like an egg shape I'm seeing trapped around you. And now I'm being shown as the story unfurls that this is both a past life experience of being. You're saying, John, after your reading last week, I started seeing dragons for the first time. Fantastic. Yeah, dragons came back into my life. I say back, I'd never really seen them before until maybe 2018, 2019. I mean, I wrote songs about it at the time, but I saw them in the skies and in clouds and in dreams so vividly when they came to me. For you, Harley, I see this, you as a dragon egg, so you're a baby dragon and you're stuck in this golden egg. And it's really funny because you're being held by your mother, and it's not the mother that you might expect, but in your previous life when you were a dragon and you're being born, you're about to hatch out of your egg, this was your mother was another dragon. In this lifetime, in this present moment, it's actually Source that's your mother and is holding you in place. And what is the purpose of this? To allow your growth. And yes, there's this coupling between the very thing you asked about, like financial windfall and or abundance. It's another way of terming it. And I'm seeing these hands, it's like the hands of God, right? The hands of Source, holding you there, and saying, there's this beautiful message for you, which is you are the abundance. You are the golden egg. You are this financial abundance that this world seeks and needs. And so this is more about activating you and bringing the whole of you into this lifetime and allowing you to hatch and to break free. And you have all the abundance you need. I'm seeing you as you're breaking free with this, you're breaking out of this golden egg, allowing yourself to stretch your wings, to fly, to receive, to walk the ground. And yeah, there is a fear, there's a very loving fierceness behind this. And just being shown there's this thing you're doing, you're talking to people and you're saying something to them, you're saying, for this, for your life, do this thing for your life, do it for you, and encouraging them to break through their challenges in their lives, and to Yeah, so I need to crack. That's right. I was going to ask, it might not be the message you want to hear. You're not quite ready to break out to this golden egg, but there's a lot you can do to help alleviate some of the these like growing pains, like, and these feelings of being trapped. That's also like causing some of these feelings of lack, you know. And this is that you can. So I'm just seeing you like focusing on warming. Oh, this is fascinating. So I didn't know this, but so the way that dragons break out of their eggs is that they ignite this flame in their heart fire, and it's actually their heart that creates this expansion within them. And I see them like physically like pushing out of the egg and starting the first cracks, and then being able to like stretch your wings right out. So yeah, there's this ask to, if you want to break out of this egg, you need to focus right inside in the very center of your heart. And so let me see if I can help you ignite that heart fire. Bring it down a column of golden light, highest dimension of source. That was stronger than I expected. But it was really, really beautiful. Some of that fire reached your heart for sure. And yeah, I hope that helps you, Harley. But it's so exciting. Like, you are the golden egg. Just remember that. And all those times that you feel frustrated, know that there is great purpose behind your life, and you are going to help so many people as you continue to grow from within. So thank you. Okay, 3 left. We're over 2 hours now, so I'll try and do these as quickly as I can. Carl, thank you for this wonderful gift of, and someone else had asked as well for a session to be done focusing on pets. And you're saying in the chat, just reading out, saying, okay, Viviane, I'm tempted to change my question as I've never had a live personal reading from Jon, but my cats are my priority still. Next Thursday, hopefully. And you're saying my mum cat, Blackie, has been nesting on my chest since Wendy died. He did that before going, and my cat, Orange, did that before she ran away. And I've noticed others dying. It's a pattern, a premonition. I'm worried. Okay, let me take a look. Just asking Carl to step forwards, your higher self. And I feel like, Carl, I've been in your heart a few times now, and was there with Wendy, both before they died and after. So there's a mix here, and to answer your question, in one respect, you have such a beautiful big heart and so much love to give and share with this world. And there's also this aspect of your heart that is, how to describe it, almost like incomplete. Like there's part of your heart that's like a hole in your heart, and you want to fill it. And this is other beings that love you. Oops, I keep doing that. Other beings want to come and help. And they want to, that's why they often gravitated to sitting on your heart, because they want to help fill that hole in your heart. And this hole in your heart is your self-love. It's you practicing your own self-love and taking good care of yourself. When you wake up in the morning and you first see the first thing you do, look in the mirror, place your hand on your heart and say, Carl, I love you. I love you. And allow yourself to fill yourself with that self-love, place both hands on your heart and really say, I love you. Fill your whole body with love. Say, thank you. I forgive you. Let me just see if I can take a look at your heart, see if there's anything I can do to help there. So I feel like there is a little bit I can do to at least narrow that hole and help you remind yourself of your self-love. Bringing down a column of golden lights down into Carl's heart. Uniama ritinama utoromo tokomo isinam maraini aramo tokomo. Encouraging this growth, this spiraling inner love energy within Carl's heart, the self-love to grow. It is your self-love, and it is only a gift that, Carl, you can give to yourself. But please do practice this each morning. It's okay to allow other beings to rest on your heart, because they do it to both give and receive. And so sometimes it's a case of being able to just allow your allow the decisions of other living, loving things to sit on you and to be with you. It is both giving and receiving, and that they get to choose. So, oh my God, Jon, chills when you do that. Oh, it's my honor, Carl. I hope that helps you. Like, self-love is, it's a big journey, and for me, I lacked it for decades, and sought it outside of me. And now I always look in the mirror every morning and I say, I love you, Jon. And it takes a lot of practice. Is Blackie going to be okay? Yes, I feel like Blackie will be okay. And so, very interestingly, Carl, your focus on your self-love will help Blackie and other loved ones in your life. It's not just about physical proximity as well. Okay, and I think we're coming up for the last couple. Linda, if Linda's still here. Linda, let me know if you're here and what you'd like me to focus on. I don't see Linda. So let's move on to Spanner Joy. Is Spanner Joy still here? And did we get an answer on what Spanner Joy would like? I keep seeing spanners whenever I look up. Yeah, my pleasure, Carl. Last one is Spanner Joy. Spanner Joy, are you here? And how can I help you today? Yes, see the comment above. Yeah, thank you, Carl. Thank you so much. Spanner Joy. Okay, great. I did not see Linda at Spanner Joy. I thought I saw, Spanner Joy is there. So I'm struggling to see. Spanner Joy is here. Fantastic. What is, but no Linda, what is Spanner Joy looking for? I find it hard to see in the chat. I think it's definitely a consequence of one of the consequences of going so long. And I'm also on my edge of discombobulation. Here, I was just hoping to connect with Barney, who passed last year, and to see if he had any messages or wanted to receive any healing. So this is for Spanner, Joy, and Barney. Sorry for your loss of Barney. Just asking Spanner, Joy, your higher self and guides, and Barney to step forwards. I don't know if Barney was a dog, but what I see is Barney's like very much there and excited and very playful and encouraging Spanner, Joy to for you to connect with your inner child and play, and that Barney's like doing well and excited, and there's this opportunity Barney has to reincarnate quite soon. Often I see beings, taking time between incarnations, but there's this like real excitement to like, yeah, I'm ready. Like I'm ready for the next incarnation. Now I don't think it's going to be an incarnation that you see in this lifetime, or if you do, you may not recognize them as Barney. And never, it feels weird to say never. Like why I don't know why am I saying that? I think it's just to help set expectations that it may never happen, but also never say never. And is there anything Barney needs assistance with, or Spanner Joy can assist with? Yeah, just as well as the connection with play and your inner child is also helping. Then there's quiet times of rest and being together, and when you're thinking of each other. So yeah, Spanner Joy, please do. Whenever you're thinking of Barney, you can come together in memories and photos and stories, and feel connected. So yeah, Barney doesn't need any healing at this time. Feels very playful, very healthy, and very free. And if anything, is like raring to get back into the next incarnation, which is really beautiful to see. So I hope that helps you. And yeah, there's definitely a lag between what I'm reading live and what I'm saying. I guess there's some lag in between. But so I just repeated myself a few times in case the messages eventually get to you. So yeah, I think we are. I think we're about done for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, and Linda, one last one. Linda here, if you're not too tired. Yes, I can do one more. Linda, if Linda can tell me what I can help with. So you mentioned Luna. How can I help Luna and yourself? Is it a reading, clearing, healing? Any other detail you'd like me to focus on? Just asking Linda and Luna to step forwards. It's really interesting. So I was just shown for Linda and Luna, and I'm not sure at this time, like energetically it's quite hard for me to tell whether Luna is living or not, but I feel that because there's such strong energy, but I see you like you're holding hands together, and hands pause together, and it's just really beautiful. This like this, it's a thing you've done together before. My dog Patch really hates having his paws touched, but I feel for you, Linda, that there's this thing you do. It's like a healing that you do together. You've done this in previous lives together, and by holding each other's hands, there's this sharing and interplay of healing, and also sharing of, like, you're sharing with each other how you feel inside, like almost like you are doing these scans of each other as you do it. It's only for a few seconds, and when you do it, you can set the intention. So if Luna doesn't like it, you can just hold on for a moment and just say, I'd like to send love, or I'd like to share how I'm feeling. And you can also send in healing energy, or you can ask for help as well. And I feel like in this role with Luna, it's really important to see yourselves as equal, not as pet and owner. So yeah, that's really magical. It's a really beautiful gift. I've never really done that with a pet. So yeah, I hope that helps. And there is a bit of a delay, so I'll just give you a bit of a break. Oh, and Spanner Joy is saying, thank you so much, Jon. I bet he'll be back. So good to hear. Oh, yes. He's so ready. And Linda, my pleasure. Yeah, let me know how that goes. I'd love to hear how you get on with Luna. And it is Luna. She has sarcoma. Sorry to hear. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Farrell. I didn't really get a chance to give you guys an update or everything else that's going on. I did give an update in my walking video today, so I'll share that. And yeah, horses trigger hope. Yeah, I didn't see Viviana. I was here the whole time and didn't see it. Weird. Yeah, some strange things going on with YouTube. If there's another way that we can do requests, like a little web app or something that I can link in, something simple for people to use, I'll definitely give that some investigation as well. But yeah, it's a real honor to have such beautiful connections with you all, and to honor you and your pets. And yes, Luna's alive. That's really beautiful. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia for guidance, clearing, healing, protection, self-love, and intuition. I'd like to thank every soul that's participated in today's sessions, including our pets, and just asking you all to step out of the session bubble of today. Archangel Michael, please return to Source or never return here again. Thank you. Ali's saying my screen's been freezing. In case I lose you again, Jon. Thank you again, Jon. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's an honor to serve. It's quite funny. I almost feel compelled to go to 2 hours, 22 minutes and 22 seconds, but you can't fake these things. But it's a lot of fun to get close to those magical numbers. And yeah, thank you so much. It's just been such a pleasure. So Thursday, one thing to look out for, and I'll try and add some reminders, is the live that you see on my channel that's saying, hey, Jon and Natasha are going live. That live stream is like a placeholder. So there is a live stream at that time, but it'll be a different live stream that appears. So just go to my channel in the lives and you'll see it appear. And in that other placeholder, I'll just add a link so that it'll invite you guys across. You'll get notifications and stuff too. So yeah, looking forward to having Natasha along. She's an incredible soul, and I don't think she's done lives like this before, so I'll definitely be helping her, and we can share a bit about our own journeys as well, how we've known each other for best part of 2 decades, and yeah, excited to catch up with you then. But yeah, thank you for all your kind words and your support. Just catching up, and yes, I'll definitely get rest. That's me for today. I'm off. I'm going to do some internet geek stuff or campervan electrics and spend time with my family and all the things that just bring me back to being Jon and human. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Sending so much love from Scotland. Thank you. Love you.